This is a video for Sean and Devin so that you become experts on managing your baby's hair. Specifically got interested in this because of thinking about cradle cap and how to prevent it. So I came up with the idea, wrote a little article, and then I thought, well, might as well add a little video, and so here it is. And hopefully it makes you the experts and your wives don't need to get involved in the hair thing. You are washing your baby's hair and under here, back of the neck, and face, once the shampoo gets all diluted, 3 times a day because they wake up like grease balls. Even if they don't have hair, babies can only sweat on their heads. So they're a little bit, as my mom would say, goaty and sticky in the morning, or their hair looks like some people when they wake up in the morning, it'll up like that. Even if they don't have hair, you can see the oil on their scalp, and you'll see it back in 4 or 5 hours. So that if you're going to take pictures or someone's coming over, or you just like the baby to smell sweet, you sneak into the kitchen and wash their head again. The baby body bath thing is pretty straightforward in comparison. You don't usually want to wash their hair at the same time as you're washing their body. It just makes for extra cold. There's a lot of surface area with the baby's head. So that's all dry and fluffed out. It's a tiny bit wet when you're bathing the baby every whatever days that you feel inclined, other than just dumping their bum in a bucket if they're covered in mustard pickles, or don't hold them under a tap because it's hard to control the temperature. But other than that, you may not be bathing them all the time, but you'll be bathing their heads a lot. Take it from me, if they have hair like mine did, you'll see what I mean pretty quick. So I'm going to get some of my props. I have my new wardrobe compared to take one. This is really what you're probably going to wash your baby in. And I'm going to get prop number 1. This is my heater. You probably don't need this if you're not bathing the whole baby, but you may want to use a little local heat to heat the area up if it's particularly chilly, but in October, but you will want it anywhere that you're going to bathe the whole baby, but I don't really need it today. Number 2 is my bowl or bucket or whatever of water. You guys can sit it beside or in the sink. I have a cup here because there's more than one way to rinse shampoo off the baby without drowning them. And I have my baby shampoo and a baby. Now this baby, Colleen, let's have a look at this baby. Isn't she beautiful? She's spooky realistic. Even her hands. Look at how that lip sucked in. But the rest of her, from the neck down, is made of material, so I wouldn't be able to return her in the state that my friend Jenny loaned her to me in. So I have to go to bathe her sister. Now, Jenny has 5 little girls and 1 boy. She has a lot of baby dolls. This one works pretty well. She does sometimes have a lazy eye, but you can put stuff in the top, it'll come out the bottom. It's taken me a while to get her dry after my dry run here, but here she is. You're holding your baby, right now I don't have any clothes on, but with their arms down, perhaps swallowed a lot of the time till they're bigger. Baby's at your waist, lying on your forehead. You're holding their head a lot, like that. And when you're wandering around the house, it's a great position. For bathing, you want to put a thumb in this ear, finger in that ear to keep the water and soap out of the baby's ears. So I'm going to wrap her up the way that we would. Just quickly take her nightgown off or pajamas off, wrap her in a towel. You'll have neat baby towels or receiving blankets that conform to the baby more than what I have here. So I actually have half an old diaper. I have a Microsoft cloth, which some baby washcloths are, and here is her receiving blanket. Obviously, I would have got everything ready before now. So I swaddle her in it, nice and snug across there. She goes back to here, and I'm ready to rock. Thumb, this is my fourth finger or third finger, in my case, fourth finger. So I wet her head, which I can do this way. I can wet her ears. They get weird stuff behind their ears. They get really weird stuff like your hair and fluff and everything under their chin, so you're going to kind of wash that too. I can also wet the baby like this. Early on, I'm gonna focus on the scalp, but then I'm gonna get a little bit of that shampoo and get the grease off the eyebrows, probably pretty quickly rinse it, probably pretty quickly dry it, so nothing runs down the face, down her face into her eyes. So probably have this snap open already, so I have, oops, all my hands free, bit of soap, you'll get more bubbles because I have a feeling both your babies will have hair. There we go. Did the eyebrows, a tiny bit of soap, not the face yet. Put the head down. Use the cloth to get stuff off the face. You can use it for the head. You usually need to do it twice because baby shampoo doesn't degrease. Behind the ears, still got the fingers happening there. Done. Behind there, around the front here. Then last, in the warm water I have here in this tray, can you see the tray? Yeah, I put it down there. I'm taking just wash the baby's face with just pretty much nothing special, little tiny bit of baby shampoo if you have a bit on your cloth, or I could take a little dollop on the scalp, create a bit of fuzz, take that and just wash it quickly. Baby up, rinse it a little bit, probably dry face. And then quickly, I'm going to put a cloth over the baby's head, fluff the hair dry. The hair dries really quickly, especially close to you, but fluffing that hair, letting a bit of it out. The rest of the baby is warm, it wasn't bathed. And the same, if I was doing the other end, I would have the head dry so the baby doesn't get chilled. So back to drying and fluffing the hair. You don't need a hair dryer. You can bring the baby in. You can put a receiving blanket up over the baby's head or another washcloth, but it will dry really quickly. Fluff, fluff, and then you can take the baby and dress him, her, and off you go. You really can do this all in 90 seconds, aside from, in our house, we have turned the water pressure down so it doesn't splash all over the place. And your hot water may come faster than ours. But you're using water you've already decided the temperature on, you've got all your stuff, and you've got your baby all sweet smelling. Ooh, she smells pretty good. There you go.